Arnie Palmer. Man, yeah, we're good. I love this course. I love playing indoors. I think we should go do that on Friday, but whatever's.
Arnold Palmer Invitational.
All right, let's roll out. Wow, the amount of
at Bay Hill. Defending champion Scotty Scheffler. You're gonna hear that a lot this year, I think.
Put that one on repeat.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need to go to DraftKings.
So you're looking at. I'll jump in here and do a quick weather breakdown. Thursday through Sunday in Orlando, the first weekend in March. Thursday is 89 degrees, 5 to 10 mile an hour wind, and sunny. My only assumption is maybe a bit humid, but enjoyable weather on Thursday. Friday, the wind's going to pick up a little bit. We've got 91 for a high on Friday, but the wind mid-morning through early afternoon is going to pick up to 15 to 20. So right on the cusp of having a little bit of impact there, just depending. Saturday, there's a 40 to 50% chance of rain mid to late afternoon. 20% chance of rain the rest of the day.
Okay.
So,
kind
of a Florida rain type of thing. So you might get enough to postpone a little bit, but I don't think you're going to get enough to move the tournament days or anything like that. It doesn't seem. Winds really aren't too big of a factor that day either. So, maybe in that same 10 to 15, maybe up to 20 gusts type of thing. So I don't see anything crazy there. And then Sunday is supposed to be pretty much perfect, 83 after the cooling rain comes in, 5 to 10 miles an hour.
What a great finish.
So yeah, perfect conditions, soft course for finish. Expect low scores on Sunday. So might be up for some surprise there, just because there's going to be, I feel like, low numbers out there come Sunday morning. So,
and from a field perspective,
yeah.
So we talked about, you saw the field earlier,
yeah,
right on our Twitter. Just all of them are playing. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Like this is you got Rahm, Scheffler, Rory, Schauffele, Finau, Cantlay, Morikawa, Zalatoris, Homa, Hovland, JT, Hatton, Day, Im, Fitzpatrick, Young, Tom Kim, Keith Mitchell, Jordan Spieth, Hideki Matsuyama, Shane Lowry, and I just went through like the top 20.
Right.
Like that's where we stand.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents, this is a really good field, and as it should be, as we gear up for the players.
Yeah.
So good to see. Good to see there. And what I would like to know, at least on DraftKings, and I can pull up FanDuel if you are busy. Let's see if I can run both at the same time without effing something up. I need PJ. Please and thank you. They're both sitting at the same. There's a sizable gap from an odds perspective of the top three to the rest of the field. Rahm, Scheffler, and Rory, I think they flip a little bit. They go from 650 to 900 plus 900. Then it's Schauffele, Finau, Cantlay at plus 2,000.
And you've got DraftKings, right?
And I was actually talking about both of them because I looked it up. But
right,
that's a gap. That's big gap.
Yeah, I mean
that's a big gap,
especially for what we're used to seeing within. I mean, that's a loaded.
Yeah.
Top 15 even.
That's a gap.
And it's funny because the gap between third and fourth is as big as the gap between fourth and like 14.
Like the rest.
Yeah. I mean, you go from Homa and Zalatoris at plus 2,000, like Hovland and Day are plus 3,100, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys.
And it's all over the map because Zalatoris and Homa are plus 2,200, and there's Schauffele, Finau, Cantlay, and Morikawa above them at 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's gaps here. There's value here.
Definitely difference in sites as well this week again.
Yeah.
get some value out there if you like a certain guy.
Throw it out there, though. JT did win on Monday.
He did.
Just saying, in Florida.
So picks should be interesting this week just because we have the guys.
Mm-hmm.
We've made the shift, if you will, from West Coast to Florida.
Mm-hmm. The Florida swag.
We've talked about this before. There are guys that play in Arizona, and there are guys that play in Florida in the off season. And those are, California, Arizona, and Florida are like, those are our three main areas that we're playing golf in the United States.
Absolutely.
Relatively speaking, year round, or as these guys are playing, that's where their members at, anything like that. That makes a difference.
It does. You're not wrong.
This is, home field advantage for some guys, and other guys, it's, they're coming.
It's uncomfortable.
Coming in hot, but not necessarily on their what would be their home courses. So a lot to take in from that perspective. I would say the hottest guys in the world are actually typically West Coast players right now. When you look at Homa, Rahm, Scheffler's kind of a mix. He's won on both sides last year, so he is from Texas, so that kind of makes sense. He kind of probably just does whatever. But if you're looking at Colin, JT's going to be more of a Florida guy. Finau's going to be more of an Arizona guy. Jason Day going to be more of a Florida guy. I think Hovland's a Florida guy. Homa, more of a West Coast guy. McIlroy, more of a Florida guy.
Yep.
So there's a lot to it. Do you ride the hot hand? Do you ride the home course? Do you do a little bit of both?
I think a little bit of both.
Probably sprinkle here, sprinkle there. But any big thoughts going into this weekend as far as, in your mind, one of the big guys is taking this down?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're picking one and done. You better go top. You can go top 7, but one of them is knocking this thing down.
Okay.
I don't see. It's a deep field, but I don't see it coming from someone else. Okay. Not a chance. Not in Florida. Not with the way they're playing. Man, just there's good value, but I don't see it. I just don't see it. You better pick top 7 to ride. Chalk away this week. Chalk away. That's why.
There's a lot. That's the thing this week is there's just a ton of chalk.
There's so much chalk. Top 40 will be easy. Player to fade's gonna be a little tough. Dark horse, relatively easy, not to win, but they're gonna play well. Mm-hmm. You got a lot of value this week. Picking the winner is actually probably I think is the hardest pick.
Yeah,
it always is. Let's be real.
Right.
But this one. This is tough, and I'm actually going more of an emotional pick when I pick.
Not you.
Yeah, right. When I
never go with the gut.
When I pick my outright, I'm still stuck on my one and done. But the rest, man, you got value.
Yeah,
you got value. So let's start at the bottom. Player to fade, probably one of the hardest picks. Actually, I would probably actually singly put this is gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
But I'll start it off.
Okay.
I'm going exactly what you just said. With the whole Phoenix, West Coast, East Coast, Florida swing, and I'm gonna go. Sadly, I'm gonna go with our boy Finau. First tournament in Florida, he's just not gonna have it.
Okay,
he's a Phoenix guy. That's what happens.
Right plus now,
I got him at +2.
You got him plus 2,000, but where's he at in your order? Because that's gonna matter this week.
1, 2, 3. He's T3.
See, and I've got him at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I will take the T3.
Interesting.
Very interesting. To be fair, there's 4 tied at 3.
He's at plus 2,600 all alone.
Wow.
He stops the top 10 on FanDuel.
Wow.
So,
by the way, I think DraftKings and FanDuel, and I'll probably say this a lot, they need a fade one like we do.
Yeah.
They need a fade one.
Right.
But anyways, wow, I will take that at T3.
So yeah, wow.
But I like him inside the top 15. Is that bad?
No, I mean, I think
feel
that's
like
just
if he
a
misses,
good
he
chance
misses.
to take both sides, honestly, like,
Really?
and a little bit from that perspective.
And for me, he'll end up at like 9.
Yeah,
and I don't win.
So, what is Homa on your side?
You can't. You don't know that until after.
No, that's just not.
That's exactly how that works.
That's not how that works. I just don't. I mean, I'm not betting against Rom.
No. Can you bet against Rory and Arnie?
I mean, I don't.
The one tournament like he really wants to win outside of a
looking at
major?
10 guys, and the guys that I would bet against would be
reigning champ Scheffler.
Would be either Colin or Homa, because they're more West Coast guys.
Yeah.
Which one is fourth and one is T4 and the other one is technically 2100. So he would be sixth alone or fifth. You know, if you're doing T4, you got one.
Oh,
you got two at T2, two at T4, and he would be sixth, I guess. Who do I think has a? I'm gonna fade Homa.
All right.
Oh, I hate doing that. That makes me physically ill.
He's a T4. To be fair, Marcotte was T3. One of the 100 at T3. So that one's tough.
Yeah, because Morikawa is 2100 here, and Homa's 2000.
Homa's 22. Marcotte was 2.
Yeah, so,
but
all right, Homa and V now.
one's
Two of
tough.
our favorite golfers.
Yeah, I know it's a suck.
You know, like it'll be like I won't root against these guys this weekend.
No,
but
not at all.
But yeah.
But I could see it.
Yeah,
Could see it.
So they could also possibly win and be a double shitty shot. So
Wouldn't that be a
something? All right, top 40.
Yep. Let's go top 40. Man, I like some around here. That one just jumped right at me. But how do you not take a Florida kid in the top 40?
I mean, I don't know. How don't you?
I mean, so let me ride with Billy Horschel.
Oh, you son.
I had to get in there quick.
Got me this
As soon
week.
as I said that, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'd like that pick. He played particularly well last week, but Arnie
Played good 2 rounds, played terrible 2 rounds.
Right.
And, kind of finished.
meh. But give me some Billy.
So let's see. Billy is
Plus 125.
Plus 125.
Ooh, I got the same odds.
No. Excuse me.
Oh. I'll take 45.
You can get him at plus 145.
Wow. Wow.
I am going to ride.
Bo.
No.
Sam Ryder.
I think I like either. I think I'm going to go with Gary Woodland. Guy's been playing good golf.
Gary?
Gary. Plus 115.
Plus 1 hundo.
For Gary, the other guy I was looking at there was Taylor Montgomery. He's played good solid golf this year. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
Dark horse, I'm going with Ricky.
These things get aggressive fast.
I had to hurry up and get that. He's 5,500 for me.
The hell is Ricky? Where'd he go? Yeah, he's 5,500. You know what? Because give me Sam Burns, 55. I mean, why wouldn't I? Someone's got to. I mean, but there's good value here. You got Matsuyama, 5, Lowry, King Bradley, Justin Rose, Tommy Fleetwood, Connor, Stigala, Woodland.
I mean,
Kirk.
you can get Tom Kim.
Good Lord.
And Keith Mitchell, both at 5. The rest of those guys are under 5 for me. So Burns is 4,800.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So you're.
Oh, yeah, no.
Spieth, where's Spieth at?
Keith Mitchell and them are above.
Spieth's at 4,100. For me.
45.
Yeah. So decent value there on a guy that plays in Florida a lot. It's a really good golfer. Outright winner. Go with Rory.
Yep.
We're mirroring.
That was mine. You know what? I'll move him to outright. Or to one and done.
One and done. Yeah, you ready to use him?
No, I don't want to go back to outright.
Okay.
I just didn't want to be with you, but I have to at that one.
I mean, I'm not going with him in one and done this week, so
I love me some Rory outright. I really do. I think it's too early for a one and done.
Yeah.
But Rory wants this tournament.
Yeah.
Like beyond his ability and playing in Florida, he wants to win for Arnie. That says something to me.
Yeah, that's great.
Now the one and done, there's a lot of value.
Yeah. I've got 3 in my mind that I'm looking at this week.
Do you?
Yeah. I know who I'm going to pick.
Mm.
Do you want to go first in this one since I
Go ahead. You know.
I'm going to go with Zalatoris.
Okay.
And I will wait to make further comments. He is plus 2,200 on your side?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. I'll wait to make further comments on my other 2 I was considering until you pick, just so that I don't
That's fair.
pull a stoy.
That's fair. It worked out well.
Right.
I want to go with Homa,
Okay.
just so we can have some fun with it. I wouldn't want to put Homa in my one and done here. That's the problem.
Yep.
And I really, I love some JT. I love some value here. Playing in Florida, but I'm gonna ride with Morikawa actually.
Oh, all right.
A little early for him, but I just he wins early. I don't trust him much more later in the majors with the star power that's playing well.
Okay.
And so I will take Morikawa plus 2,000.
I'll give you plus 2,100 even. If you want.
Get it. What are your
So
others?
my other 2 that I was looking at, this is a huge tournament for Jason Day as well.
Agreed.
And so he's been playing well, and this is one, like, I don't think, the reason I'm not going with him is I don't think that he's quite there yet in his value in my mind. He's plus 3,100 on my end. I don't know what you're
3.
seeing. Like, you have to prove it. And at plus 3,100
In this field,
like, if you do, great. Like, then you're there.
I can use him for this week.
Right.
Or this year.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And so we'll see.
Yeah.
The other guy I was looking at is Cantlay. It's just it's a traditional tournament. The guy plays well.
He does.
A traditional type of tournaments. But there's a lot. There's a lot to go around. I think Hovland's going to play well here. JT's going to play well here. Never going to count out Xander anywhere.
Obviously, Scheffler and Rahm.
You look at Scheffler and Rahm, and like you're just betting against money that you shouldn't bet against with either one of those 2. And honestly, Homa, we talked about I'm fading him.
Mm-hmm.
The main reason I'm fading him is completely personal from a standpoint of like this will be the first time. I say first time this year that he has to be away from family. And he's got a young child where he'll be flying across the country to play in Florida. Again, he's playing golf, so, like, could be worse. But, like, I assume his family probably isn't going with him. So, like, there might be some fate there. Like, that's what I've got for, like, why to fade a guy at this point in that group.
I agree. I like I said, I wanted to pick Homa, but there's just that uncertainty of that swing of moving.
And Finau's, it's the same type of thing.
But it's only, for me, it's only like a week.
Yeah.
It's a routine thing. Mm-hmm. They'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
After.
Right.
It's
this is a big event.
It's a big one.
Arnie is arguably the most popular golfer, sans Tiger Woods, to ever play the game. Yes, Jack and many others are more decorated, but Arnie was a player's player. Mm-hmm. And this event always shows that. everything around
They want
it
to play,
is
players want to play here.
Like they're playing for Arnold, Arnold Palmer. I'm assuming Ryan Palmer will be playing in this tournament, his grandson. But he hasn't played well this year.
No.
You look at him as a dark horse and stuff like that. It's just his game just hasn't been in form. Not to say that it can't be, but Fowler's game has been, and Fowler was pretty much
Love some Fowler right now.
like Fowler and Day were Arnie disciples.
Yeah.
So that's kind of bringing that back. But I mean, shit, like Scheffler repeating, not a surprise. Rahm finding a way to fumble his way around the course and be the best in the world, not a surprise. Not out of the question.
No, not at all.
The dude hasn't played his best golf and has made himself the number one golfer in the world. Like last year,
a couple times,
Scotty Scheffler won his way to number one somehow, by playing the best golf he's ever played in his life. Rahm has not played the best golf in his life.
He's warming up for the season.
I mean,
and
figuring that's my question with Rahm though, is it going to be a consistent struggle for him all throughout the year, and he's just that good all throughout, and at some point, if you continue to do that, you're probably going to put yourself in a position where that pressure and just putting yourself in bad situations fails because you're playing against the best guys in the world, or are we just sharpening?
I think he's just
you know what I mean.
Right now, you can't go either way.
You can't argue.
So you're just going to be like, hey, you know what? I think he's sharpening. It's still early in the season.
He's made himself into world number one and not played his best golf. No one else has.
Let's get through the players. Give me a major and
So
let's see where he plays at.
That's where we're at. But quick review there. You've got Morikawa one and done. I've got Zalatoris. We both have Rory as an outright winner. Sam Burns and Ricky Fowler as our Black Stallions, both at plus 5,500. And top 40, you're going with hometown kid Billy Horschel, and I am going with Gary Woodland. And players to fade, Tony Finau for you, T3 projected, and Homa T4 projected. So
I really don't feel good about those.
No, I mean, you just look at look at all of the names.
Yeah,
those are
names,
household names
across the board.
Yeah. So fun weekend.
Be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun one. Obviously gonna be watching this week. Be putting in my living room while I watch this one because it's time to warm up. I did chip a little around in the backyard this weekend.
All right.
Yeah.
I only that gave you a real feel for the golf course.
You should see the rough in my backyard right now. Yeah, so it did.
It's not that thick on the course, I can tell you that. It's still matted down.
Still matted.
There was really no rough on the course at all.
What nice. Let's play.
No, I was more likely to find a snowbank than I was anything resembling rough. Yeah. So tight lies.
All right, Arnie this week. We will see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Well then, it's time.